An old lady in prison. She has been in jail for 85 years this year. When she was young, she was the only female boss of the Korean gang. Thousands of people. Even if she goes to jail, she is the eldest sister in jail. All the staff congratulated her. Because she will be released soon. Went outside to live a good life. But wait till the day of release. She found that no one came to pick herself up. Even the two sons didn't come. Forgotten Jong-sun. Can only take the subway home. There is a drunk on the subway. Take out a box of sashimi. Along the top of the sauce. What I eat is called a smelly. He also harassingly, feed it to the beauty next to it. The people around are aggrieved. But dare not care about this nosy. Jong-sun can't stand it anymore. Stand up and persuade each other. And the drunk looked at the little old lady in front of him. Very disdainful. And dumped doenjang on her. At this moment, Junshun's eyes suddenly changed. The culprit's true detective's cursing words popped out of her mouth one by one. They lived for decades. I've never heard such vicious words. What's even more exaggerated is that Jong-sun's mouth never stopped. Abruptly scolded 2 stops. Without duplication. The blood pressure of a drunk being scolded soars. Nose bleeding. Dare not do it yet. I can only apologize timidly. When Jensun was on the road back then. It's a famous poisonous tongue. Now there is no wealth and power. Only an aging body is left. A sharp mouth. And feeling guilty for my son. Because I lost my care since I was young. Both her sons are very sad. The youngest son is now a driving school coach. The salary is meager and he is addicted to the game hall. Living in poverty. Even the mother who came out of prison came to the door. He can serve it. There is only 1 table of tofu. Jong-sun didn't say anything, but gave him all his remaining money. Compared to the poor little son. The eldest son doesn't have to worry about eating and drinking. It's just that he married a rich girl. Living the hard life of my son-in-law. Scolded by Wen's mother at home. Scolded by the leader in the company. Dignity has been trampled underfoot countless times. Jong-sun pretends to be the new babysitter. Mixed into daughter-in-law's house. I want to meet my grandson I've never met. Eldest son at the table. Mingming saw her too, but turned a blind eye. I didn't mean to recognize my mother at all. Jong-sun took the initiative to find her eldest son after the meal. Unexpectedly, the first sentence of the eldest son is, "So you are still alive?" Compared to the second child. He hates his mother so much. A life that I feel ashamed of. It's all caused by my mother. Jensun sleeps at night. I was awakened by the elder son's remarks. She ran to the river. Yelling at the river. Sulking in my heart. As a result, I surprised a young couple next to me. Jensun scolded and said harshly, while encouraging herself not to give up easily. The little couple listen. It was a surprise. They are employees of the TV station. Is in charge of a novel cursing show. A player who is in desperate need of mouth poison and connotation. They found Jensun. Invite her to participate in the competition. If you win, there will be a huge bonus. Jong-sun didn't want to go. She has a bad heart and takes medicine for a long time. Can't be excited for a long time. But the second son still owes a debt. Need money to pay off debts. Facing his son's plea, she can only agree. South Korea has a flat-grade enzyme game. The most aggressive and creative. Hu Chang is the most ruthless and creative. The players are gentle. Politely swear words with a smile. List out. If you don't understand Korean. I can't see that she is cursing at all. Yin and Yang. 2 people sing the double song in Taiwan. Crazily belittle others. There are many players in the service industry. They always meet difficult customers. Full of anger. Today is just on the festival hair pool. But these in the referee's opinion. All scolded very superficially, until an 85-year-old lady came to power. She hung a cane. Scold the referee in front of you. Not only the language is fluent and logical. And quickly grasp the characteristics of each referee. Then deny them targeted. The referee can't stand it. What is this? What is it? I'm coming. Jensun scolded for another half an hour. The talent is still unfinished. Second round. It's 2 people scolding each other. The players quarreled in the background. Jong-sun didn't say a word. Observe quietly by the side. Game start. Jensun speaks crazy output. Ruthless talk is one set after another. Don't duplicate the set. Scolded people and cried. I got dizzy and knelt down. I'm really embarrassed in the end. But also to comfort them intimately. The third game will be difficult. Is a theme contest. Asking to bring accompaniment to curse. And Jong-sun's opponent is a rapper. Others specialize in art. Directly to F any style. singing with cursing and singing. Can Jong-sun still win this time? The director squeezed sweat for her. Show me your singing skills, baby. Looking at the other party, pickingly handed the microphone. Jong-sun has a calm face. A figure of her level. What big storms and waves have you never seen? Jong-sun turned her head. Start to drive the audience off the court. Thermal field. Then sang. Rhymes more than the opponent. Richer vocabulary. When Jong-sun was young, it's definitely a karaoke bar. Soon she used her enthusiasm to detonate the audience. Win the game. Jin-sun's explosion caught the attention of two women. They used to be Jong-sun's subordinates. Now it has been successfully washed from. Became the expensive wife of the upper class in Korea. Jong-sun carried all the crimes back then. So they can be safe and sound. The two found Jong-sun. Suddenly she became a little old girl from your expensive wife. Keep apologizing. And said she would do anything for her. Arrogant Jin-sun. But I don't want to have anything to do with them anymore. She just wants to rely on herself now. Make up for the debt to the family. Jong-sun stopped her grandson's school bus this time. Want to take him out to play. A foreign language teacher who needs Jong comes down. Scold her in English and tell her to go. Jong-sun probably understands what it means. She silently took out a fruit knife. While peeling an apple, while uttering her most proficient English. Do you want to die? The foreigner was mentored on the spot. Let Jong-sun take away her grandson. Jen-shun took her grandson out to go crazy for a day. Grandson also likes it more and more. This grand nanny, for daughter-in-law, Jong-sun conquered her with food. Although she still doesn't know. This superb nanny, used to be an old gangster dog. I don't even know that she is her own mother-in-law. But as the scolding game goes on, Jin-sun is getting hotter and hotter. An opponent picked up the black material. She had been in jail. The eldest son's mother-in-law learned. I'm going crazy. His incompetent son-in-law. There is actually a mom who has been in jail? Still working as a babysitter in your own home? She called the two over. Scolding son-in-law is incompetent and shameless. Still a big liar. Jong-sun became angry when she heard it. She has long been uncomfortable with this bitter and mean in-laws. Keep insulting myself. But being in-laws becomes angry. When forcing the couple to divorce. Jong-sun is scared again. She didn't want her son's marriage to be destroyed by herself. For this proud of her. Can even abandon dignity. Kneel down and beg for forgiveness. Watching mother kneel. The eldest son feels unprecedented grief. Compared to being humiliated, the scene in front of him makes him even more uncomfortable. But he can't do anything. Life is so desperate. The gray criminal's eldest son finds a place where no one is there to hide. And gradually thought of suicide. After the son disappeared. Jong-sun is day and night. All over the street. But I can't find it. She can only return to the TV station. I want to find my son through a TV show. Swearing contest. Just to the last round. This time, Jin-sun quietly listened to the opponent's insults. She didn't reply, but started scolding myself. The most vicious words in the world. Use it on myself. She said she was not worthy to be a mother. Not even as good as animals. All animals know to protect their children. But she left her two sons early. Let them suffer and lose their eyes. If life can be repeated, she will no longer blindly pursue power and wealth. No longer for the so-called loyalty. Separated myself from my son for so many years. These words were hidden in the car. The eldest son who sucked his exhausted suicide heard. He struggled to climb out of the car. Rekindle the hope of living. This curse moved everyone in front of the TV. Jong-sun won the game too. But because I was too emotional. She spit out a mouthful of blood and fell on the stage. The eldest son came back late. Mother looking at the hospital bed. Finally let go of all the resentment in my heart. Crying and acknowledging her mother. After a period of treatment. Jong-sun is discharged. In-law's mother-in-law came here. And said to take away my daughter. At this moment. Two expensive ladies are here too. In-laws take a look. Ouch, Chairman Jong. Gray robe Gu Tan. Gray detective. Miss. Jong-sun didn't care too much. Said that since you can't let go. Then return the money you owed me to my son. You don't need to say that I have brought 5 billion here. Gray Cannon true detective. It's not just interest. This is not over yet. Another even more terrible person came over. He is a member of parliament. When I was framed and imprisoned. In jail. Jin-sun saved his life. See, Jong-sun has such a background. The snobbish mother-in-law immediately changed her attitude. Clicked to buy a waist to lose a smile. Said I really have a good son-in-law. Jong-sun never entangled with such a person anymore. One way or another. As long as the son and grandson have a good time. Finally, Gongsun will be sent abroad for treatment. Before leaving, she told everyone. Don't scold each other. Would you say something nice? Life is short.